गाइस, वेलकम टू जावाइजेशन। और इस वीडियो में हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट इन जावा। सो वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट. Okay, so what is the control statement and what is the use of control statement and who want to learn basically the control statement? So basically, if you are a Java developer, so definitely you have to know about the control statement, because without knowing the control statement you can't write any even one line of the code in the Java. Okay, so whenever you go to the real time and you are start writing a code, definitely you have to write a control statement and you have to go with this only. Okay, so control statement is very important concept in the Java or any other programming language. So if you are learning a Python, C++, whatever, it does not matter, but control statement and operator is very important. If you know the control statement, if you know the operators, then only you can able to write a logical question, otherwise you can't write. Okay, so I hope you understood and how we can go and proceed with this. So control statement is nothing but it's a control the flow of the execution. So for example, you are going top to down. So while going a top to down, you are going top to down, and you want to skip some line of the code in the middle. So what you can do, you can write some code which is based on the condition. If it is condition is true, then only you can go inside this, otherwise you can go outside and you can skip those particular line. So that is called control flow in the execution of the Java code. For example, let's say I want to go Hyderabad to Bhopal. Okay, so I have a multiple way to go to the Hyderabad to Bhopals, but in the middle of that we have some conditions. If you go with the Nagpur, if you go with the something different way, which is Delhi or Noida, something like that, and through the UP or something, you can go with the Rajasthan. So we have a different way to go, okay, on that particular place. So basically we are escaping some of the code, some of the area, and then we are going to the particular destination. So that is called a flow and a control executions. Okay, they allow you to specify the order in which statement are they executed based on the condition or other criteria. So let's go and discuss something about it. Okay, so let's go to the notepad, and here you can see, for example, otherwise we can go to the paint also. So if you go to the paint, you can see here paint. Okay, paint. Okay. So paint is opening. So paint is basically open. Now, for example, we have some code. So for example, I have written some code of the lines of the codes here. This is the one line, this is the second line, this is the third line, this is the fourth line. I have written some code. Okay, I'm starting coming from that place. Okay, let's take this one. I have started from here, and here having some condition. I have a one value called a equal to 10. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, first remove. Okay, fine. Let's take, I have a value called n. Okay, so this is the n is one of the value, and I am going here, but here in this line having a one condition, if n is 20. Okay, if n equal to 20, then only you can go with this line. Here we have a one more conditions. If n equal to 10, then only you can go through this line. If n equal to 11, then only you can go to this line. Otherwise you can go to the end. Okay, so this is the flow. So what I will do, I will start from the end. So first line, here is no condition, so I will go easily, there is no issue. I have visited this line, so basically I have visit, so I will proceed like I have visited this line. I am going to this line. So this line is not for me because this line having a some condition which is n equal to 10, but I have what? N equal to 10. Okay, so I have a n equal to 10, and this is also I have n equal to 10, so I can visit, no issue. So I can visit this line of the code also. Okay, but for example, if n equal to 20, so I have a still 10 and I will go with the 20, then I can't go with this line. Okay, if I have a n equal to 11, I don't have, so I can't go with this line. So this code will be escape and directly I will reach to this point. So from that line to, from this line to, I will go to this line, and from here I will go further. Further, if line is available, I can execute and I will do the work. So basically this line of the code will be escape based on the condition. So condition is nothing but that is called control statement or flow of the executions. Okay, so if you go to the notepad, here you can see we have a like so many types of the control statements, and here you can see like common some control statements in the Java is if statement, if else statement, nested if else statement. So what we can do is we can go one by one and we can understood what is the use of it. So maybe like so many your keyword which we learned previously, those are covered in that. Okay, so we can go one by one and we can understood like what is the control statement and how we can use it. So let's start with the basic, which is if. Okay, so I hope you already understood like how to start coding with the Eclipse. So you can go with this and we can start coding. Okay, so let's go to the Eclipse. So this is our Eclipse, and in the Eclipse we can create one class or we can create one more package. Like com.app is one package. We can go and write here class control n, and here you can change the package which is control statement, trol control dot statement, and here we can give the test case like if test statement or if test. Okay, so I have given the if test and I have generated one class. So here you can see this is the one package and this is the another package. Okay, here you can see, so those packages having a different classes, so we can separate our classes with the package. Later we can learn about the package, but as of now it's fine. Okay, so let's go with the if. Okay, how if will be work? So here this is something like we have created one class, and which is simple class which is called if test. Okay, so it's a boilerplate code, and you already know like if Java want to call your code or they want to call your methods, so he know only one method which is main methods. So as of now I'm going to write each and every code inside the main methods. Okay, and make sure the control statement is very important for the logical questions. Okay, so if you want to learn a logical question, if you want to learn a DSA, data structure, so that time the control statements and operators are very important. If you don't know control statement, if you don't know the like operator, then you can't understood like logical question, you can't understood DS questions. So that is very important, and you have to know about this, like what is the if, what is the else, what is the control statement, how it will work. Okay, so as of now you know like how to create a class, how to create a main methods. Once you create the main methods, here we have to discuss something, and we have to go with like writing a if statements. Okay, so while writing if statements, here we have to put some conditions. So for example, I have told you we have some line, so I'm going to write some line which is sout, sysout, sysout. I will write here 1, simple, and I will copy this line. Okay, control C, and I will paste this line 3 times. Just understand the concept like what I'm saying. If you not focus, you can't understood. This is the very crucial part, and once you grab the knowledge on that, no one can stop you while writing a code. So once you become a perfect in the if else, control statement, operator, you can write any code, logical questions. Okay, so next upcoming video I will write so many logical questions, and if you don't know these things, you can't understood. Okay, so make sure you have to focus here. So this is the second line, and this is the third line. So I have a third lines. In the first line I have printed first, I have printed second, and I have printed 3. So this is the 3 lines. Just guess, if I execute this code, what is the output? The output will be 1, and because of this ln is nothing but next line. Ln is nothing but next line. Print is a method name, and ln is a next line. It's represent. So if you want to write only print, you can write print. No issue. No issue. If you write apart from the print, it will give the issue, because print one method is not available. Okay, in the Java only print or println method is available. So if I write the print and I have written 3 lines of the code, what is the output? Just guess. In the one line it will print 1 2 3, like 1 2 3 is 123. You can see. Okay, if you guess the output, it is 1 2 3. So here go to the Java application, run it, and you can see the output is 1 2 3. Right? I'm right? Yes. But if you give here ln, which is next line, so it will print the number in the vertically, like in the first line 1, second line 2, in the third line 3. So you have to know about like what is the print, what is the println, and we can proceed with this. So this is the things you can understood. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Also, I am going to give you like this is the if test. So basically in the if test, if you are writing a if else statements, so this is the first line. I don't want to put any condition. Anybody can run it. But here I will write one conditions. If n equal to 10, if n equal to 10, I have written, but I don't have a n number, so I will declare this n variable. So int n equal to 10. Now you have to guess like what is the output. If you guess it, the output will be again same. Why? Because the n number is 10. So whenever the execution will be started from the main method, it will declare one variable which is int n equal to 10. It will print 1, it will go to the next line. It will check if n equal to 10 or not. So here you can see n equal to 10. So n is what? 10 equal to 10. So it means that I will give here comment. Okay, 10 equal to 10, it will return, it will give us true. Okay, so this here it will become true. This condition will make true. So once it is true, it will print true also. And then after there is no condition, it will print 3. Just run it. But there is no escape. But make sure if I change this number, for example 20, but this will print, there is no condition. This will, what will happen? N equal to 10. So in that time, if you check, what is the n value? Is 20. Equal to 10. So 10 equal to 20 equal to 10? No, that is false. So because of false, this false will be here. Because of this false, it will not go with this line. This line will be escaped and this will only print 1 and 3. Okay, so make sure, just try to understand and grab the knowledge on that. Okay, I will slowly give you each and everything in the depth. So right now just tell me the output. The output will be 1 and 3. So you can see here 1 and 3. 2 will be escape. Okay, now you can ask me the questions. Okay, now you can ask me the questions. What if we can put here true? So if you give here true, directly true, there is no condition, you can give the true. It is possible. Why it is possible? Because if or else or anything, whatever the control statement only focus on true and false. So whatever the expression, this is the one expressions you given inside this, it will calculate and it will make one Boolean value which is true and false. And based on that, he will decide we have to execute the block of code or not. Okay. So if you give the true and if you try to run it, what will happen? 1, 2, 3 will be printed. For example, if I give here false, directly false. Okay. And if I run it, 1 and 3, that is fine. So basically whatever the expressions you given here, it's end of the day, it like end of time, it will calculate and it will convert to the Boolean value. Though, so the syntax of the if is Boolean. So I will go and I explain each and everything. So if you come here, let's talk about the if. If statement or if control statement. If control statements. Okay, so what is the syntax of if? So if you are writing a if, so this is the if is a one keyword, you already know. Inside the if you can give the condition. What you can give? Condition. Condition is nothing but which is Boolean value, which is Boolean. Condition will produce Boolean. So if only accept Boolean, it can't accept any other value. If you give directly any 10, 5 or something, it's a wrong. It's a wrong. For example, if I go to this page and here I will give directly 5. So it will ask like, what is 5? I'm not understood what is 5. Because here it will accept only condition which is returned Boolean value. So here I have given 5. Here if I given something float value, it will not understand. It's saying clearly here, if you see the error, type mismatch, cannot convert from double to boolean. आपने यहाँ पे क्या दिया है, डबल दिया है, इसको कैसे कन्वर्ट करें बुलियन में? अगर तुम यहाँ पे एक इंटीजर देते हो, for is a integer, you can go and check the error. It's saying type mismatch, cannot convert from into boolean. आपने यहाँ पे int दिया है, लेकिन ये एक्सेप्ट क्या करता है, if, सिर्फ और सिर्फ boolean value. Okay, let's go here and see. So it's always accept boolean. It will not accept any double, float, characters, byte, short, in type of the value. It always accept the boolean value, and whatever the condition you give, based on that it will convert it to the what, boolean value. For example, if you give here like 2 equal to 2, so once this calculation will perform, it will convert, it will return the value which is boolean, which is true. So like that it will be calculated, and internally it will convert this value to the boolean, or boolean means like true and false, and then we can proceed it. Okay, I hope you understood. So in the if conditions, so I will write the point also. It accepts only boolean value. It can't accept int, double, float, any other. Okay, so here if you give the boolean which is true, it's right, but if you write if, and here if you give something number called 5 or something, which is for example 3 you give n, so this is wrong, that is not right. So same thing you have to understood, like whenever you give something integer value or something character value, here if you give something like prince, that is not acceptable, that is wrong. Okay, so this is the one point you have to remember it. You can give condition, and condition will return boolean value, right? Condition will return the boolean value. For example, int n equal to 10, and if you are writing if n equal to 11, so that is right, it will internally convert. Here if you see, it's right, it's internally convert condition to boolean. Okay, if you give here like that, if you give here like that, like if you give here like that, if something like n equal to 10, that is wrong, Okay, So let's go and test it. So if you give here n equal to 10, that is wrong. That you will not accept. Here you can see type mismatch, cannot convert from the int to the boolean. So this is the things we need to cover, and we need to do work with this one. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, and this is the scenario which we have to follow and we have to implement it. Okay, so this is the one things which you remember it and how you can use it. Also, if you go with something like this is the one things, and another way, like if you write, if you have single line of code, you no need to write bracket. For example, I have a one line of the code, so I can just write here if condition, and I don't want to write here anything for the one line of the code. Okay, any curly braces open or close, but you have a multiple line. It's optional to write for the one line, but if it is multiple line, then definitely you have to write the curly braces. Okay, and inside the curly braces you can write whatever the line you want to write, and you can write it. So this is one if syntax. So you can see this is the syntax. So this is the if syntax. If syntax is what? If, here you can see condition. So condition will be some boolean value. It will not like a integer, float, double, any other value. It is only and only the boolean value. And then after you can write the multiple line of the code, and then you can write code. So here you have some other line also. You can write some other line also. So here you have a line, and below also you have a line. Okay, so you can write a code. So this is the syntax. Okay, but if you want to, based on the condition, you want to skip this particular line of the code, then you can do it. Okay, so I hope you understood like how the if condition is working and how we can go with this. And I'm going to give you one questions, which is print something like what is the use of if. So basically we need to understood like what is the use of if. So while using a if condition, so if is very important. Okay, and without if or else or control statement, you can't write any logical questions. So important point you have to note down: control statement and operator is very important for DSA and logical question. So this line you have to keep in your minds, okay, whenever you are writing a code. Okay, so you have to know about like control statement, and without control statement you can't go further and you can't implement your real-time project. Okay, so let's go to the ID, and here just remove it. Okay, and here for example I want to write what 20. So this is wrong, but if double equal to, it will convert it. For example, if I want to write s out here, okay, and here I want to give something 45 or something like 000. So just guess and tell me like what is the output. Just guess and tell me what is the output. So here output will be, this will print 1, there is no conditions. But if n equal to 20, so if n equal to 20 and there is no open bracket and closing bracket, so it will consider only one line of the code. After that, if it will contain only one line of the code which is semicolons, and with the semicolon it will not consider this line, okay, and this line will be print and this will also print, okay. But in the some case, if you given here not equal to 20, just test first and then we go with the other example. So here you can see 1, 2, right, 000 and 3. If I change this value 3, what is the output? Output will be 1, and because of n, this condition will be false. It will consider only this. It will escape only 2. It will not escape for that, okay, because it will consider without curly braces one line of the code, not more than line of the code. So if it execute, it will print 1, 000 and 3. Let's try, and you also guess and you try your own. Okay, you understood? If you write here, if you have a multiple line and you want to skip both lines, then you have to write it curly braces, open curly braces and closing curly braces. Then only it will consider like this is the 2 bracket, and you have to skip this both. So this is the if conditions syntax. So let's go and run it. So here you can see 1 and 3. This 2 will be not printed because they are coming inside this. If you remove this, it will consider only one line. It will not consider 2 lines. Okay. So I hope you understood. So let's practice it, and let's come to the upcoming video so we can explain in the more about it.